I have to watch my words now.
No, no, no. Carry on. So what? Put it forward.
Okay, so let's put the premise here. First, yeah, so when you pull your hair a little bit forward, right? You've got that more that badass sci-fi girl trope going. And when you put your hair back, you have that more pristine science scientist. Okay, notice her eyes. She's not appreciating the way that I'm explaining this,
No, no, no. No, I'm watching the discrepancy between what you normally say to me and what you're saying since I put record on.
which
So
could be
what?
complete and
Normally
total.
it's like, oh God. Like,
No,
what is that?
that's it. That's cousin it. That's the cousin it look.
Right. So what am I doing? So put it.
So even now, you were talking to me, was it last week, about how you shaved the side of your head, which gets totally hidden. Yeah, see, now we have cyber scientist chick looking lady trope. See, all of these different tropes that you can create just by moving your hair around. Yeah, see
Yeah,
there, you know.
isn't it? And
Yeah, anyway.
here's me looking normal and
Yeah,
conservative.
see there, whatever. So, but in an explanation, right? So
Mm.
I got on late because whenever I had set up the fact that I was going to have a talk with you today,
You
I,
forgot it was me. That's all right.
no, I didn't even
Fine.
forget. I didn't even place it in. Let's go with the full part is I just said have
Meeting.
meeting or just meeting. You know, whenever you create the meeting, well, I don't know, you don't use Macs, but you create the meeting, it has some default like meeting created. Now fill in what
Okay.
it's supposed to be about, idiot.
Hmm.
Well, apparently I never did. And so
Idiot.
this morning, uh, when I got up and everything, I'm like, I have a meeting today with Tim, but who the hell, what meeting is this? And I go looking, I go, well, Thursdays at 10 is usually, if I'm setting something up with you, this is the time that we'll set it up. So I go looking in our
What?
channel,
Tuesdays. Thursdays.
Thursdays.
Thursday. Did you? I
Well, I
don't know.
woke
I
up
don't
thinking
know
it was
because I don't
Friday.
even know what day we normally talk.
Yeah, Thursdays is
It
normal.
is. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Mondays, when we were doing those Mondays for a little while, um, that was odd because Mondays I try not to have anything because Monday mornings I prefer to not stress that I have to be there somewhere at a certain time.
Oh.
So Tuesday, Wednesdays are ops meeting and marketing meetings, and then Thursdays is usually works for you because you're busy Tuesdays for sure, I think, and Wednesdays sometimes.
Yes.
See, there you go. Now we know why. I don't like to do Mondays. Thursdays are the first one that works out. So I thought it was you, but I go into the thing and we have nothing in there, even though we've conversed on a different subject. We have nothing in there that makes me think, hey, we're going to be talking Thursday. Like, okay. And then I noticed that you and I, that's right, she and I spoke 2 Mondays in a row. That must be where I'm thinking it was XYZ, right? So I'm like, okay, so it's not her. Well, then who the hell could it be? And by that time, two people had reached out and said, "Hey, we need to talk about these fonts on these covers, and then we need to talk about these characters and these other books." Well, that took an hour before I realized, holy shit! If I have a 10 o'clock, I'm now 8 minutes late. Who could it be? So I'm talking to this person, and this is inside our 3D World office. So I'm, as far as my mind is going, I'm in an office talking to someone back and forth in this 3D world, right? But now I have to jump out of that modality and go over to Slack and go zooming through Slack to go, anyone. And in my mind, I'm going, if it was anyone, it was going to be Ellie.
Uh-huh.
And then I go up and I go, oh, thank God, I didn't forget something with Ellie. And then I go, that was the D's.
The D's.
D's. Well, in my Slack is very long. So I have a bunch of different meetings. And then when I have people meetings, I have a bunch of those. So A, B, C, D. Ellie, of course, is E. So I was like, oh, it's not Ellie. I was only at the D's.
I see.
And
Right.
then I went a little further and went, oh shit. And I look in there and it's good morning. Here's the Slack link.
Fail.
So I failed.
D.
Exactly. D. Not complete fail. I got before you decided that I wasn't waking up.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I did text
anyway.
you. I don't know whether you saw that.
Oh no,
I managed
no.
to get a text out.
Oh, you did.
I
14
did.
minutes ago, which is 4 minutes after. That would have been great if my phone. I don't really turn my phone on because I hate being interrupted. So if the text is there. I'm sorry.
Right.
Um, anyway, so I told you I haven't eaten yet, right? Because I hadn't intended to wake up. I just got up and did a few things. I was going to go back to sleep, and the next thing I know, I'm here. So I said, if you want to have an interesting, because I can feel it already, I'm starting to flag. I go, So my thought is, you know what? I'm going to sacrifice both my body because I've had nothing to eat, my mind because there's a bunch of caffeine, and my pride because I will probably start yabbing by drinking a full bottle of Coke while we do it on an empty stomach. This should be for science.
For science. He means for Ellie, but that's okay.
You are listening to Author Shenanigans, two authors separated by a common language.